I am 22 years old, and I've been trying to save my parents' marriage and family problems until I realized that that is not my role. So I've distanced myself from them after that, but now I feel that I need them. How do I come to terms with this, and how do I find a balance? So it's very important, of course, for children to know that their role never can be to keep their parents together. It's something that children always struggle with. Whenever parents get divorced, children always feel like, I should have done something. I could have done something. If somehow I were better, my parents wouldn't fight. And this is true even if parents don't get divorced. If parents just fight but they stay together, kids always feel it's my fault. So of course the first piece is not your fault. And no, you're not going to be able to hold them together. That being said, as we get older, as we're no longer young children, but this person says they're 22, sometimes as we grow, we actually do develop insight, awareness, understanding that absolutely can help our parents. Not that it becomes our responsibility to solve their problems and keep them together, but we may absolutely develop a relationship with our parents in which we can offer something, in which maybe we have a clarity that they don't have. And so feel free, in whatever way you can, to help them. Sometimes a child is the only one who can help, because a child is the only one who, and not a young child, but an older child, who can actually see both sides of it. Most people don't see the mess that goes on in our homes, right? I mean, people are fighting and then someone rings the doorbell and suddenly it's like, hello, hi, how are you? We don't let the neighbor who's just come by know that 30 seconds ago, people inside the house were on the verge of killing each other. Somebody calls on the phone. We were screaming at each other. Phone call comes and suddenly it's, hi, yeah, we're fine, how are you? So sometimes an adult child may actually have the insight that's needed to help parents. So even though it's not your responsibility, even though it's not your role, even though in many cases, no, you're not going to be able to solve it, if you are an adult, like you're 22, rather than 6 or 8 or 12, and you have insight, by all means, talk to your dad alone, talk to your mom alone, see if there's a way. But a lot of times there isn't. And that, the first and most important piece, of course, is to realize, as I said, not your fault. Nothing you could have done. Sometimes people just are not compatible, not meant to be together. Even if they're both wonderful people in their own ways. Sometimes people just are not meant to be together. But that doesn't mean that we as the child need to pull away from the relationship. So it's not a choice between save their marriage and don't have anything to do with them. You can absolutely maintain a relationship with them. They are your parents. But just have kind of a moratorium on, I don't want to talk about it. Once you've tried and you realize it's not going to work, you can absolutely, as an adult child, and you should, put your foot down and say, Mom, I don't want to hear any nonsense about Dad. Dad, I don't want to hear any nonsense about Mom. It'll actually be good for them. Because when we're fighting, we get so caught up that that's the only reality. That's all we can talk about, it's all we can think about. And to actually have a child say, I don't want to hear it. Create space for them to realize that there is a life other than just the fighting that they're having with their spouse. So by all means, keep the relationship, stay in touch with them, but don't allow yourself to get pulled into a drama that you're not able to help. And that's part of growing up, because whether it's your parents, whether it's your friends, as we grow up in life, we have to learn how to find a balance between solving other people's problems, getting wrapped up in other people's problems, but also maintaining healthy relationships of love with people. And so you've been given this opportunity at a young age to learn it with your parents, and it'll stand you in very good stead as you grow to have this same relationship with other people. I love you. I'm here for you. I can't solve this problem. And no, I don't want to hear you talk nonsense about my mother, my father, my other friend. Let's talk about something else. And that's the habits that we learn of how to have healthy relationships in life, how to have boundaries. Just because you're in a relationship with someone doesn't mean that you become their garbage disposal or their garbage bag, that whatever is going on inside them, you have to take it. You absolutely can say, this isn't healthy. And as I said, that will actually help them. Because to simply criticize someone and to be stuck in negativity isn't helpful for either of your parents either. So you can help them in that way, even if you can't help save the marriage. You can help them each stay peaceful and grounded in the midst of a very difficult situation.